Good day everyone. So, in this video lesson, we will discuss about simple annuity. So, pag sinabi nating annuity class, ito yung payment na hindi isahan lang, yung isang bagsakan lang ng pagbabayad. So, ito yung tinatawag nating installment. Halimbawa, kumuha ka ng appliances. So, ang pagbabayad mo is in different payment interval. Like for example, or payment interval period. So, for example, halimbawa, kinuha mo, buwanan ka magbabayad. So, ibig sabihin, monthly, no, ang pagbabayad mo. Or pwede rin naman through 4 na beses sa isang taon. So you can pay it by quarterly. So, but ang focus natin ngayon is about simple annuity. Okay? So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng annuity. Maraming application, no? Maraming application ng topic na to. Kasi kapag narinig nyo, halimbawa, kung nag-loan ka, for example, ng car, no? Yan, yung mga appliances, yan ang madalas na, madalas na naririnig natin. And then, housing loan, no? Pwede rin yun. So, ito yung pagbabayad in different payment of interval. So, nakadepende. So, our objectives is to illustrate simple and general annuities, distinguish between simple and general annuities, find the future and present values of simple annuities, and compute the periodic payment of simple annuities. So, when say periodic payment, so yan yung amount na ibabayad natin. So, we're going to illustrate simple and general annuities. If that is according to payment interval and interest period, simple annuity, this is an annuity where the payment interval is the same as the interest period. So, ang simple annuity daw, dapat yung payment interval ay equal sa interest period. Halimbawa, kapag ang pagbabayad mo is bi-monthly, so dapat yung interest period niyan ay compounded monthly. So, they are equal dapat. So, kung ang payment interval mo ay quarterly, so dapat yung interest period mo ay compounded quarterly. In general annuity, so this annuity where the payment interval is not the same as the interest period. So, hindi sila same. Pag according to time payment naman, time of payment, so pag sinabi natin ordinary annuity, or that is the annuity immediate, this is a type of annuity in which the payment are made at the end of each payment interval. And then, pag sinabi naman natin annuity due, a type of annuity in which the payment are made at the beginning of each payment interval. Pag according to duration, annuity certain is an annuity in which payment begin at end of definite times. At pag sinabi naman natin contingent annuity, an annuity in which the payment extend over an indefinite or indeterminate length of time. Also, we need to familiarize some of definition of terms na ma-encounter natin sa video lesson na to or sa topic na to. First, the term of an annuity, denoted as small letter t, that is time between the first payment interval and the last payment interval. Regular or periodic payment, denoted as capital letter R, so the amount of each payment. Amount or the future value of annuity, denoted as capital letter F, that is the sum of future values of all the payments to be made during the entire term of the annuity. Present value of an annuity, or denoted as capital letter P, that is the sum of present value of all the payments to be made during the entire term of the annuity. So, what are those formula na gagamitin natin in this video lesson, in this topic? First, to find the future value of simple ordinary annuity, that is R, or the regular payment, times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 over I. And pag kukunin naman natin yung present value of simple annuity, so regular payment times 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative n over I. Where your I, that is R over M. So yung R natin, that is the interest rate. At yung M natin, that is the frequency of conversion, no? And then, pag R, that is the regular payment, I, that is the interest rate per period. So, paano natin kunin yung I? That is rate, the interest rate over the frequency of conversion. So, N is the total number of payments. So, paano kinukuha yung N? That is M times T. R is the nominal rate, okay, or yes, that's the interest rate. And M is the number of conversion periods. Pag kukunin naman natin yung periodic payment, depende kapag ang given ay nandun yung future value. So, ang gagamitin natin to compute the regular payment or the periodic payment is F over the quantity of 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 over I. Pero kapag given naman yung present value, ito naman yung formula niya. P over 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative n over I. And then, okay, so let's try. Determine if the given situation represents simple annuity or general annuity. Letter A. Payments are made at the end of each month for a loan that charges 1.05 interest compounded quarterly. Letter B. A deposit of 5,500 pesos was made at the end of every 3 months to an account that earned 5.6% interest compounded quarterly. So sa letter A, so ang titingnan natin dyan yung payment interval sa kayong interest period. So yung payment interval natin dito sa letter A is every month. Pero yung interest period natin is quarterly. Therefore, hindi sila pareho. So what kind of the situation represent as general annuity because they are not equal. Pero sa letter B, so ano yung payment of interval natin sa letter B? So sa letter B, every 3 months. So every 3 months. So ibig sabihin that is quarterly. And then the interest period is compounded quarterly. So equal sila. Equal yung payment interval sa kayong interest period natin. So therefore, this situation, no, is an example of simple annuity. Okay? Tandaan natin kapag simple annuity daw, pag sinabing simple annuity, equal yung payment interval and the interest period. Another, determine whether the situation describe an ordinary annuity or an annuity June. Letter A, June's monthly mortgage payment is 35,148.06 at the end of the close parenthesis, and then yung pang exponent that is 6. And then next tayo, baba mo yan, next minus 1, and then sa baba type mo yung 0.0075 and then equals. So the answer is 18,1040.89. So you can use your scientific calculator, no, para masagutan. Okay, next. In order to save for her high school graduation, Marie decided to save 200 pesos at the end of each month. If the bank pays 0.25% compounded monthly, how much will her money be at end of 6 years? So, tingnan natin kung simple annuity ba siya. So, high school graduation, so each month yung payment interval, so and then compounded monthly. So, they are equal. So, this equation is illustrate simple annuity. So, ano yung mga given natin? So, regular payment niya is 200 pesos and then yung interest rate is 0.25%. That will be 0.0025. So, i-convert na natin into decimal. And then, the term is 6 years and M is 12 since that is compounded monthly. And then, yung N natin, M times T, or that is 12 times 6, that is 72, total number of periods. And I, R over M, so that is 0.0025 by 12. So, hindi ko na kinuha yung sagot nito kasi mahaba yung sagot niya. So, hindi pwede natin kunin lang yung dalawang decimal. So, as pag mga ganitong example class, yan, masyadong mahaba yung sagot niya, tapos yung decimal niya is non-repeating, no? Ibig sabihin, as is mo na lang na ganito yung sagot mo para hindi tayo magkamali. Hindi malayo makuha natin sagot. And then, using the formula, so hinahanap rin natin sa future value. So, using the formula, isa-substitute lang natin all the given values sa formula natin. 200 times 1 plus, this is our I, 0.0025 over 12 raised to 72 minus 1, all over 0.0025 over 12. So, you can check using your calculator. So, again, fraction bar muna. So, kapag kay class, you can use ito. Mas maganda kasi yung FX 991EX yung cash. The class please. No? Kasi kompleto na yung features niya dito. Dahil na kapag nag-stop na, so magagamit nyo rin ito. So, kapag may pera naman kayo, you can invest. Bumili kayo nito. Okay, so sa taas, that is, open parenthesis lang yun natin. That is 1 plus. Kung may fraction tayo, pinipili tayo yung fraction, 0.0025 that's over 12. And then, okay, close parenthesis, pinutin mo yung fraction bar. Yung fraction bar, pang exponent pala, 72 minus 1. And then dito, lagyan natin another fraction, that is 0.0025 over 12. And then, unit lang ilang equals. So, the answer is 14,507.02. So, niround off na natin yung pangalang decimal kasi yung kasunod niya is 9. Alright, so proceed tayo sa next example. Okay, Rose works very hard because she wants to have enough money in her retirement account when she reaches the age 60. So she wants to withdraw 36,000 every 3 months for 20 years, starting 3 months after she retires. How much Rose deposit at retirement? 12% per year compounded quarterly for the annuity. So analyze natin yung problem. So kung gusto niyo daw mag-withdraw ng 36,000 every month, so ibig sabihin that 36,000 is the future value or the future amount, right? So yung regular payment is 36,000, no? And then, ang rate natin dito ay 0.12 and this 20 years. Okay? Again, ang hinahanap natin dito is future value, right? So, and then, ang given natin is 36,000. And then, N is 80 or N times 2, that is 80. And yung I natin is 0.12. Y, that's 12% converted into decimal. So, 0.12 divide 4. And then, yun lang yung formula class. Okay? Kaya importante na ma-identify nyo yung mga ginagamit natin, no? Ng mga variable for your formulas. The answer is 0.03. Okay, since ang hinahanap natin dito ay present value, kasi nga, magkano daw yung deposit niya, no? Na every 3 months, makakuha siya na, or every 3 months, yung regular payment is 36,000. So, therefore, ang hinahanap natin is present value using the formula. So, that is 36,000 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.03 raised to negative 80 over 0.03. And the answer is 1,087,227.48. Okay, so ito yung kailangan niya, pera, no? Ito yung present value niya na kailangan. Na makapag-withdraw siya ng 36,000 every month for 20 years. So, paano gawin natin yan? Check using the calculator. So, this 36,000 and then ilagay nyo na 1 minus, tapos open parenthesis 1.03 and raise to negative 80 and sa baba, that is divided by 0.03. 0.03. So equals, that is 1,087,100.40. Okay, so that is for example number 5. And for another example, the cash value or the cash price of a purchase is equal to the down payment if there's any or plus the present value of the installment payment. So pag kinukuha natin, pag pinapahanap ka sa problem, yung cash value or the cash price, so ang gagawin lang natin, down payment plus the present value. So, paano gawin yan? For example, Mr. Rebaya paid 200,000 as down payment for a car. The remaining amount is to be settled by paying 16,200 at the end of each month for 5 years. So, if interest is 10.5% compounded monthly, what is the cash price of this car? So, ibig sabihin guys, may naunang bayad niya na 200,000 pesos. And then, yung remaining payment, babayaran niya sa loob ng 5 taon for 16,200 every month. Okay. So, ang hahanapin natin dito is the cash price. So, magkano ang halaga ng car? Okay, so may down payment tayo 200,000. Regular payment is 6,200. The interest rate is 0.105 since that is 10.5% convert into decimal. And the term is 5 years. And the frequency of conversion is 12 since monthly. And N times T, that is 12 times 5 is equal to 60. So, yung I natin dito is R over N or 0.105 divided 12. And that is equal to 0.00875. Okay, so anong hinahanap natin? The cash price. So bago natin makuha yung cash price, kailangan muna natin kunin yung present value. Okay, kasi para makuha natin yung cash price, that is the down payment plus the present value. So yung present value muna ang kailangan natin kunin. So using the formula, substitute all the given values. 16,200 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.00875 raised to negative 60 over 0.00875. And the answer is 753,702.20. So, yan yung present value. So, makuha natin ngayon ang cash value or the cash price, that is down payment plus the present value. So, meron tayong down payment na 200,000 plus the present value. So, magkano yung cash price ng car? The cash price or the cash value is 953,702.20. Alright? So, using the calculator, check natin yung present value natin. Tama, 16,200. Fraction tayo muna. Kasi class kapag inuna yung type yan, tapos pumindot ka nito, magiging fraction siya. So, mas maganda, click nyo muna yung fraction bar. So, that is, and then, bago sa kailagay yung 16,200, that is 1 minus 1.00875, parenthesis, tapos yung correspondent natin, that is negative 60, all over 0.00875. And then plus 200, plus 200,000, plus 200,000 natin is 953,700.20. Okay, so malinaw. Next. For example number 7, Paulo borrowed 100,000. He agrees to pay the principal plus interest by paying an annual amount of money, of an equal amount of money each year for 3 years. What should be his annual payment if there is 8% compounded annually? Hinighlight ko yung annual payment. Okay? What should be his annual payment? So, ibig sabihin, pag annual payment yung hinahanap, yung regular payment yung kailangan natin kunin. So, ano ba yung mga given dito? So, kung nanghiram si Paulo ng 100,000, that is a present value. Okay? So, present value is 100,000. Ang interest rate natin is 8% and 0.08. The time is 3 years or the term. Compounded annually, kaya yung M natin is 1. N is equal to M times T or 3 times 1 is equal to 3. And then yung interest rate period naman natin is R over M or 0.08 divide 1, the answer is 0.08. Since ang given natin is present value, so we're going to use to find the regular payment na given yung present value. Okay, and that is R is equal to P over 1 minus 1 plus I minus raised to negative N over I. So the answer is your calculator. So the answer will be 38,803.35. So anong ibig sabihin yan sa problem? So every year, okay, so every year, meron siyang amount na willing to pay equal amount of money. Okay, so every years, magbabayad siya ng 38,803.35. So using your calculator, ito class, gamit yung calculator, maguguluhan si calculator dito. Kasi may another fraction ka dyan. So, paano gagawin? Ito muna class. So, type mo muna 100,000. And then, Sa baba, lagyan mo muna ng open and close parenthesis. And then balik ka. And then, fraction ulit. Okay? Yun ang gawin nyo, class. Then 1 minus, okay, 1 minus 1.08, tapos close. Then, pang exponent natin, negative 3 over 0.08. So, the answer will be 380. Why? Kulang siguro. Okay. Kulang ako dito. So, wait. Ulitin ko. Kulang ako ng 0 dun sa taas. Dapat 100,000. So, 10,000 lang. 100,000. So, the answer is 38,803.35. Again, class ha, pag gagawa kayo, pag kukumpit nyo si scientific calculator, lagyan nyo ng opening close parenthesis sa baba. Kasi kung diretso nyo nakaganito, yun nilagay sa calculator, hindi nyo makukumpit. Maguguluhan siya. Okay? So, the regular payment again is 38,803.35. Next. Another example, Mr. Ribaya would like to save 500,000 pesos for his son college education. How much should he deposit? So, magkano ang i-deposit niya? Every 6 months, no? Sa loob ng 12 taon. Na merong 1% compounded semi-annually. So, ibig sabihin, since ang tanong dyan is kung magkano yung i-deposit niya every 6 months, so regular payment yung hinahanap. And then meron siya like to save 500,000 pesos. So gusto niya mag-save ng 500,000 pesos. Ibig sabihin yung future value, yung future amount, no? So therefore, the given is the future value 500,000 pesos. Rate is 0.01. The term is 12 years. And the frequency of conversion is 2. So yung N natin, M times 2, that is 2 times 12. So 24, no? Ibig sabihin, 24 times. Ibig sabihin yung N natin na to, 20 kung ilang beses, no? Siya magbabayad. So 24 times siya magbabayad ng yun, kung ano yung lalabas mamaya sa sagot natin. So, R over M or 0.01 divide 2, the answer is 0.005. So, since ang given natin ay nandiyan yung future value at ang hinahanap natin is yung periodic payment o yung regular payment na tinatawag natin. So, therefore, ang gagamitin natin formula is F over 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I. So, we can substitute everything dito sa given values natin. And the answer is 19,660.31. Ibig sabihin, class, 24 times na magbabayad si Mr. Ribaya ng 19,660.31 for every 6 months. So, every 6 months, magbabayad si Mr. Ribaya ng 19,660.31 para magka-save siya ng 500,000 para sa kanyang anak. Alright? So, using the calculator, again, para masundan. So, type muna yung nasa taas na 500,000. And then sa baba, bago ilagay yung fraction bar, lagyan mo na ng open and close parenthesis. And then, balik ka sa loob. Click yung fraction bar. And then, type yung 1.005. Okay? Then, pang exponent natin. 1.005. So, dapat nakalagay pala. Meron ka dapat dito. Parenthesis. 1.005. Then, pang exponent natin. 24. Then, down. Minus 1. And then, here, 0.005. So, the answer is 19,660.31. So, na-round off na natin kasi 5 na yung kasunod ng 0, so 31 na. Okay? So, you can use your scientific calculator.
Thank you for watching this